5,000 of U.S. paratroops troops were sent to Venezuela, northern coast, Caribbean. So what exactly happened? And what could those 5,000 troops actually accomplish? The people have different ideas of who the proper president of Venezuela is, but the U.S. is officially backing Guaido as interim president, and National Security Advisor Bolton showed off a legal pad with a note about sending 5,000 troops to the country, ostensibly to back up Guaido. We won't get into the politics of the discussion, but what could 5,000 troops do successfully in the country when the actual military has 515,000 personnel, counting the National Guard and militia? After all, America sent 26,000 troops to Panama to oust Noriega, and Panama had around 15,000 troops at the time. Fewer than 4,000 were actual soldiers. A RAND report from 1,996 pointed out that the U.S. enjoyed massive advantages in Panama, from public support to ample training to little real resistance, and that soldiers and leaders in future contingency operations should not expect such an easy path. So, what will 5,000 troops be able to accomplish in Venezuela? Next, there is currently an unofficial Supreme Court in exile known as the Supreme Tribunal of Justice for Venezuela in Exile. It has 33 jurists who hold court every 15 days via Skype. It has sentenced Maduro to 18 years in prison, referred Venezuelan leaders to The Hague, and even supported Guaido before he announced. And the Lima Group, a consortium of 12 Latin American countries plus Canada, supports the court. If the U.S. followed up its recognition of Guaido by recognizing the tribunal, it could bolster support for Guaido and give legitimacy for the court. And 5,000 troops are more than enough to protect the court if it returned to Venezuela. Finally, the presence of 5,000 U.S. troops, regardless of their deployment and stated mission, always ups the ante. Attacking the 5,000 risks American retaliation from warships and submarines that could be lurking off-coast or quickly deployed nearby. Fun fact, the U.S. Navy could hit wide swaths of Panama from the Atlantic or the Pacific, provided the ships firing from Pacific side have the permission of Panama and divided by or Colombia. And the U.S. Air Force could quickly muster planes for strikes out of Puerto Rico if necessary. The U.S. has an Air National Guard base only 560 miles from Caracas, meaning F-22 seconds could hit the capital as long as they could top off on gas from a tanker flying over the Caribbean Sea. But the best thing could be 5,000 troops as a sort of threatening token never deployed. Bolton can exert pressure on Maduro and his government just by showing up at a press conference with 2 lines of ink on a legal pad. If that gives National Assembly supporters enough ammo to push Maduro from power without more violence, great. But it does raise the specter that the threat of a U.S. troop deployment will make an actual deployment more necessary.
we leave the 60s on that.
Yeah.
60s?
Go give it to him.